Shalom, shalom. I want to first off by giving all honor and glory and praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakakadash. This is Tawaba Yahweh, just a quick little lesson, quick video I came across. Basically, as you can see from the headline or the title of the video, it says World War III warning, the stage is set. And what that means really is, if no one's been up to date on anything, but Iran leader was just assassinated recently, and Iran believes that Israel are to blame, and they're basically vowing revenge on Israel to basically get back at what they did for taking out their leader. And if Israel is getting involved in this type of conflict, then ultimately that means that the U.S. is going to be pulled into that side of the war as well. So U.S. is already getting involved overseas, and they're getting involved in the Middle East. So they're creating enemies from all sides, and basically it's setting the stage for America to be ripped of its resources and basically overturned. America and Europe are about to be basically sacrificed for the sake of profiteering off war. And that's basically what this man is going to expound on. And, I just found it interesting. And then, I'm going to just bring out a verse or two, just to understand that this all has to happen. This is all part of the end. This is all part of the era of this life ending, and we coming into the new era, which is Yahweh Shai coming back to earth and ruling and subduing all these nations, these heathens, and putting them under us, subjugating them under the 12 tribes, under himself first, but under the 12 tribes ultimately, where we're back on top. We're back to being the superior people. So yeah, I just wanted to make this something quick, just being my first time coming back in a while. I was sick, under the weather, just dealing with life and people and stuff, but nothing should deter anybody who knows this truth from sticking with it, because ultimately this is what you're going to need in the end. It don't matter what you're going through, because we're only going to go through much more in the times to come. But like this video, like the title of this video says, the stage is set. So we have to get prepared and get others prepared as well. So I just wanted to expound on that as well. But I'm gonna just stop talking, let y'all hear the video, and just understand that everything is unfolding and everything is starting to happen.
Russia, China, and Iran. An Anglo-American alliance that tells NATO countries what to do cannot win this planned war without the support of Turkey, Saudi Arabia, India, and Pakistan. Now you know why Western countries have to support mass immigration from such countries. European and Turkish men will be expected to fight Russia. Saudi and Pakistani men will be expected to fight Iran. Indian men will be expected to fight China. And British and American men will have to fight anyone anywhere in the world, though mostly at sea and in the air. And they're trying to get as many black Africans on board as well as cannon fodder, while Russia and China are equally interested in recruiting Africans for their side. Just like the European soccer competition, we may see blacks under different European flags fight each other to death for money. And we are doing all this grandiose confusion, mainly to defend Israel, but only by sacrificing Europe, Canada, the USA, and Australia in the process. The citizens of these places will be financially plundered in order to fund the war effort, while their men are being sent off to die at the front lines. Our homelands will be transformed forever and will not resemble their former selves after the war. In the meantime, I know that many Israelis and Zionists are thinking of relocating to places like Paraguay or Argentina, in case the State of Israel does not survive this war. The leader of Paraguay recently declared that he is proud to be a Jew, and the leader of Argentina, Milei, has converted to Judaism, although I suspect he was born that way. The female president of Mexico is also Jewish, and so is the leader of Ukraine. None of this makes any sense until you realize that most Ashkenazi Jews who form the Zionist leadership cadre are originally from Ukraine, such as Netanyahu, and they see Latin America as a safe place to flee to. So if the State of Israel does not survive Third World War, Latin America should expect to receive many millions of Jewish refugees who will eventually demand a new Zionist homeland there. My guess is they will take Paraguay. I also suspect that by that time Europe will lay in ruins and hundreds of millions of Europeans may need to migrate elsewhere because food, water and energy will not be available after the war collapses the global supply chains. Europe cannot win this war. Whether the Anglo-American bosses win or lose, Europe will be sacrificed either way. Our people should expect to greatly suffer. We should prepare for it. Europeans would do well to start moving to the countryside, because when cities get hit with shortages, they quickly turn into unlivable places ruled by violent gangs. In all this military turmoil, our only choice is to prepare to rely on ourselves again.
Yeah, so as you could hear, and as you saw, a lot of these Jewish leaders, they're starting to relocate and move because they understand that where they live at is going to be completely depleted of all its resources. So they already have the heads up to leave. And that's basically what's going on here as well in the US. You have the new Mexican president. She's a Jewish woman. You get what I'm saying? So they're infiltrating everywhere and allowing themselves to get put into these high places so they can start immigrating and migrating more of their people into these I guess coastal island countries, so to speak. So you have a lot of stuff, a lot of things are happening while people are being oblivious and ignorant to what's going on. So let me just get out 2nd Esdras 9 and I start at 9 and 1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when you see part of the signs pass, which I have told you before, then you shall know, then you shall understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. Therefore there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people. And have we not been seeing that? Have we not seen multiple earthquakes? Texas got like six or 10 earthquakes or something like that. All these places getting multiple earthquakes in a matter of weeks. You know, they getting back-to-back earthquakes and quakes and stuff all over the world. You got people uproar. You got all these protests and all these people, you know, being in an uproar over police brutality and, you know, everything that's going on. Like, the world is in a muck, and this is how you know that the Lord is coming back, as it says. And uproars of the people in the world. Then shall you understand that the Most High spoke of those things from the days that were before you, even from the beginning. For like all that is made in the world hath a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Even so, the times also the highest have plain beginnings and wonders, and powerful works, and endings, and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, where you whereby you have believed, shall be preserved from the said perils, and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders, for I have sanctified them from the beginning. And that's those of us who are really paying attention and understanding the times that we in. We're measuring the time and understanding that we ain't got much time left on this side to get right and to, seek the Lord while he may be found, because soon he's going to completely ignore everybody who wasn't getting right, or who had the chance to get right and completely ignored it, abused his ways and abused his grace and mercy on them by giving them a brother or a sister who's, broke down, the truth to them, or told them what's happening, what's going on. And people are willfully or ignorantly disregarding what you're saying and, putting their own trust in themselves. They haven't denied themselves or, really examine themselves to see, like, hey, I need to really understand what's going on out here. A lot of people are not doing that. A lot of people are not taking precautionary thoughts on what they should be doing and what they should be looking for. So, like verse 7 says, and everyone that shall be saved shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby you have believed. A lot of people not going to make it because a lot of people faith is so minuscule and small, and a lot of people don't even have faith. A lot of people don't even consider themselves being believers in God no more, or his son. So faith is a big part of how you're gonna survive, because you have to believe in the names. You have to believe that Yahweh and Yahweh Shai will be with you in the times to come. In the worst times, you have to believe that they're gonna be there for you, even when you're not going through it necessarily right now. Even in this grace period, you have to start building up that relationship now, because when the time comes, if you don't have faith now, it's only going to get you so far. I've said this in plenty of videos, time and time again. How far you make it is based and determined on how much you believe in this truth. Do you believe the whole 144% truth, or do you believe only a part, in bits and pieces, or something, or things that you will only agree with that don't contradict your lifestyle? So, yeah, like it says in 9, then shall they be in a pitiful case which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully shall dwell in torments. For such as in their life have received benefits and have not known me, and they that have loathed my law while they had yet liberty, and when as yet place of repentance was open to them, understood not but despised it. The same must know it after death by pain. And that's people that's gonna get caught up in not understanding that World War III is coming. I see all the time in comments when I see brothers post on their videos and people saying when or when it's gonna happen, or they making jokes and trying to make this a lighthearted type of situation when it's clearly a serious situation. Like, people don't understand what's literally about to happen. You're like literally gonna have people invading the country who hate America and Americans. Like, people just don't understand the history of America and its involvement in things and what they've done and who they've experimented on in foreign countries. Like, these people remember. So these people is gonna come with the sore vengeance and hate for America and Americans. So once they get over here, it's a wrap. The Lord is not playing. He's putting pure hatred and vengeance in these people to come and really turn this shit around. So, yeah, I just wanted to bring that out real quick and just really bring that into understanding that we don't really have much time left. The stage is set. This War III is about to pop off, but what it's gonna take is that chip to be unveiled, because that's a real important piece to the puzzle before we can actually experience the next level of things. this this chip really has to affect everybody. Once they take away everybody's money and they reap everybody's bank accounts just to fund this war, and then they try and unveil that chip, man, people it's you got chaos from all sides coming. And it's not just a war, you're gonna have everything. So and with Project 2025 coming out, you just have a stirring pot of chaos. Like it's just pure chaos being brewed up and coming. So I just wanted to bring that out real quick. Lord willing, this is edifying and helping to you, and just to understand that we have to be more watchful for what's going on in these other countries and what's happening with this war, because ultimately attacks are going to come, EMP attacks, all types of stuff is going, the grid shut down. It ain't going to, pretty soon it ain't going to be Microsoft that they're going to be saying. They're going to be saying it's another country. And that's when shit is really going to start to get real for people. And it's just best that you prepare yourself, start preparing yourself now, and getting prepared and getting in the mindset of this place coming to an end, because it's gonna happen. It's already manifesting itself. And just from everything that you can see, you can tell this place is done. Like, humanity has reached its peak on this side, as far as just this shit going on forever, because it can only get worse. Look at the rate it's going. It's only gonna get worse. So the end has to come now, because without it, man, this hellhole it'd be pure insanity. But yeah, Lord willing, like I said, Lord willing is edifying. This helps you a lot. Once again, I'm gonna say Kal Halayim La Alahayanawa Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Bakakudash. All praise to our power Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai Bahashem Bakakudash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which I learned is true from. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect out there who labor in His word with truth and sincerity, and to the speckled bird who happen to look like these other nations, but through the spirit and bloodline do indeed come back to the spirit, to the nation of Israel. Excuse me. To you I say shalom as well, and to the few Akwaf listening and learning in obedience and silence, to you I say shalom. May this be edifying. Tawab Yawam. Good day to those overseas. Good night to those in the U.S. Pray this is edifying and this helps. Shalom.